boy, Mr. DJ True Logic, but you can call me Deron.
And it's your girl, Shelly Shell, Complicated Simplicity. And our third host.
Yeah, David is still busy. He's still doing other things.
Yeah,
so
getting his
education on. So it's 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Depending on where you're at in the world, you can adjust that time accordingly. The number that you can reach us at is 855-411-WZON. That's 855-411-9966. That's the number that you can reach us at if you want to chime in today's Truth and Logic topic of the day. And the topic of the day is current events and social issues, because that idiot that you all let in the White House is giving us plenty of material.
Always.
So, once again, and in honor of the idiot that's in the White House, this is how we're going to start the show off today.
How we going to do this?
It's Truth and Logic, y'all. It's the Rhythm Ride. You know what we do. We keep it relevant. You know, so we're going to throw it back to Gil Scott-Heron. The revolution will not be televised.
Okay.
All right. We're going to holler at y'all, family. Check us out.
Hey, playing some smooth stuff for the people. Facebook, Instagram, what's poppin'? Hey sis, what's going on?
She on there?
Yeah.
What's up, little sis? So yeah, Facebook,
they
Instagram.
Can't wait for you to come back, so you could be back on the show.
Man, you know, you had some good stuff to say, some relevant stuff to say.
This is true. That's funny.
Shit, my mic sounds far the away.
Is because you sitting back?
Nah, you know what? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I'm the first or the second one, so I'm just gonna open all three of them up and we're gonna see what's happening.
Okay.
Next time we come back.
And don't mind me, people. I'm hungry.
It happens. That's what happens when you get behind the scenes shit.
She says she'll be back real soon.
Come on. Bring some of that knowledge with you and shit. Cause like I said, you welcome here anytime. We don't say that about everybody neither.
And rock with us today. We got a lot to talk about.
What's your opinions about the shit that's been going on within the last 7 days?
You know what I'm tired of talking about? You already know.
You tired of talking about the orange dude?
No.
Oh, okay. No, you know what else?
I'm tired of talking about Kaepernick.
You know what else we gonna talk about? But first of all, that shit is progress way past what Kaepernick is, and they didn't turn it into something totally different. But we gonna talk about that video that you put up on the page with the little shorty that was like 12, 13 years old hanging on the block with the buddy had the fifth of Hennessy.
Oh yeah.
I was like, they say the children are our future.
Up the street now.
Our future looking fucked up based on that video.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Mm-hmm. Then the guy gonna say, "Oh, I don't even know this little kid. We thinking that's your nephew, your little brother.
Man,
that ain't your son.
Little man now.
Yeah. He's like, I've been doing this ever since my brother died. Like, you sound like a grown-ass man with a drinking problem, but you like...
13.
Yeah, just...
He's I think he was lying, actually, because when she was like, huh? He's like, okay, I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm 13. No, you're not. You're like 10.
I'm going to keep it real.
You like 10.
Looking like an 8-year-old.
You know?
Hot mess, people. Hot mess.
Here we go.
You going in right now.
It's a reason why I played this song, not only because it's hip-hop, but it's relevant because we will not lose. Mm-hmm. We cannot lose. Mm-hmm. We just need people to wake the fuck up.
They sleeping. Don't bother them. Some motherfuckers need to stay asleep, actually.
Man.
If we want to be technical. If we really want to get into something really relevant. Dude. Did you see the post that I posted?
Which one?
Grown and Sexy at the J Spot.
Oh, with the toes? I saw that in
another
somewhere else.
group.
Yeah.
And when I looked, I was like, he is fucking this bitch out. I'm like, that's not what he's going to put in his mouth.
Oh, let the peoples know that we
Then he had the nerve to spit on it. I was like, oh no.
Family was serious with it.
Sis, I know you're not online, but it is this video out there. It's absolutely horrible.
Up, down, up, down. Nikita, what's good? I see you, girl. That's like my unofficial little sister who ain't my sister, who always be talking shit like she my sister.
Oh, okay. Now you gotta say something because talking mess about you.
Always. That's how it is. She done got to the point where she done told me, I'm telling your mama.
You know what
okay,
I'm saying?
and
So, yeah. But I got a couple of stories. One that's interesting, and I feel like might be somewhat of a topic.
Okay, let's get it.
We really probably gonna need David on this one.
Let's go. Okay.
But just to get an all-around opinion. But it's the culture of catcalling.
Did you posted that one?
No, I ain't posting nothing.
Somebody else had posted something about that, like with old girl that was
taking pictures with him.
Yeah.
That's the post I'm talking about.
Okay.
And I think this is overseas. This is not here in the States when she was doing it.
I thought it was in New York, so it was overseas when that happened?
From what the article was saying, and the pictures, you could kind of tell.
Okay.
But I'm like, okay. Seems interesting.
So, bitch, I want my money back. Just win, baby, win.
Then,
alright, so I think that's about it for the shares.
You said that's about it for the share?
Yeah, for right now. Cause I'll be forgetting what groups I share, motherfucker.
I need to share it too. I also want to touch on this video. Have you seen this video where they show a part of the Braxtons? You know, they show
Braxton Family Matters?
Yeah. And Tony Braxton was like, always listen to what Mama told us. Never ask a man about another woman. Let him cheat in peace.
I'm sorry. Damn.
Say what? So we gotta talk about this.
Yeah.
This is definitely a discussion.
Yeah, that's
definitely
going on
a
over
discussion.
here. That definitely ain't going on over here. The Ram wants to know everything that go on, and it's like, say, nigga, who you talking to? Who you texting?
I don't know. I also want to touch on. I saw this article. 70 children are missing from the foster care in Kansas. 70. Between that, and that's not like more on the adult side. They like between the ages of 8 and 15.
They trafficking kids.
I don't know what the hell they doing.
I mean, how the hell do 70 kids come up missing?
We're gonna find out. I'm gonna go across the article. We could talk about.
This is recent.
Yeah.
That's real interesting.
Then I got some news that I remember we did our little segment before, but like, is that real?
Is that shit real?
We're gonna bring that back today. We're gonna bring the is it real news back today.
Is that shit real?
Because this can't be real. But we do have Donald Trump as our president, so I just don't take shit.
You gotta take it real.
I'm not shocked, and I'm just gonna take it as it being real. I thought it was a parody and something like that, but it was actually on Inside Edition. So it ain't fake.
It ain't like it's the Inquirer or no shit.
Yeah, no. I also want to touch on a video I seen of a guy pulling out a gun on a teenager.
She said she ain't scared of me because my mother added her as a friend.
What?
Whatever. My mama don't like you. She don't even know you.
Oh, Lord.
My mama just knows.
No beef.
And we coming back at you, family. It's the Rhythm Ride. It's Deron, minus David, with Michelle.
We humming and coming at you. Is that how you feeling just now?
You like that? You like that? You know, you listen to the Eminem cypher, all of a sudden we feel like we can rap.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
I have my personal opinion about that that people might not like, but...
Yeah, well, if they might not like it, we gonna share it.
Yeah,
that's definitely what we gonna do.
Anybody.
But, yeah, so... I mean, David's not here in body, but he's here in spirit. Maybe we can get the Negro to pick up the phone.
He might call in. I ain't got no speaker
we don't
for
have
him
a speaker
today,
but it is what it is. So
you may not hear him yelling through the phone. I don't know.
Man, we had a lot to talk about this past week. So why don't you start off with one of the topics you were talking about, or would you like me to jump? Because I mean, you know me with my petty Mondays and shit.
Oh my God! So the thing, let's just ask the question for the people. Are you okay? You not in jail?
No, I'm good. I still got access to Facebook.
Wait,
and shit.
let me rephrase that. You not in Facebook jail?
Right.
No, when people thinking you locked up.
Right. No, I still got access to Facebook. They ain't put your boy out yet.
Oh, okay. Because apparently
people got
there's
issues.
some haters, but we need them to survive.
Because one of the things because what I can't stand to hear is there go David. David put in that to himself. We love you, David.
Okay.
My mother's watching. They didn't cat call in Africa. Okay, true that.
They did cat calling in Africa.
He said they didn't. That's fam. That's one of my frat brothers right there. But just real quick, with the events, she said y'all freezing up on Instagram. That's what my mother said.
Oh, okay. I don't know what to.
I don't know what to tell you.
We looking fine right here.
It's flowing free over here. I don't know, but thanks for the feedback.
My bad. Our bad.
I think my mother got T-Mobile. No shade to my mom, but it is T-Mobile.
Ooh. Ooh. See, for those of you that comment is not on me. Please don't beat me up. It's all on him.
But look, with all the tensions of the last week or so, and I can't stand when I hear white people say stuff like, "Oh, well, what is white privilege? I don't know what white privilege is. It must have skipped over me."
That statement right there is the definition.
The fact that you are associating white privilege. What up, Ed? I see you, boy. And this Negro is trying to call me on my phone.
Yeah.
All right, so family, David has decided to chime in on the main line. So Facebook family, I'm gonna holler back at y'all in a minute. But David, what's good, man?
What's up, people?
Yeah, we ain't we don't have the speaker today, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Wow.
First of all, don't come at me over the phone, okay?
Right.
You see me face to face and you have an issue.
Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. But look, so look, what I was talking about when you called in was the fact that white people saying that they don't know what white privilege is and it must have skipped over them. And the fact that, like you said, Michelle, the fact that you said that's part of the definition of white privilege. That's number one. And number two, white privilege is not monetary. It's not even something physical. It's about advantage and opportunity.
Right.
And like Greg, I swear I loved it when Greg Popovich said this shit. If you run a 100-yard race and you born at the 50-yard line, you have an advantage.
Right.
And that's white people versus everybody else.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
And definitely for the white people.
That's bullshit what they say. Because white people know they got white privilege. They know they can get away with certain things. I mean, it's just like if I come to your house, and I bring my kids to your house, your kids gonna be able to do a little more than my kids can, and kids know that. Same thing with white folks. White folks know that they can get away with a lot more stuff than we can. So they don't want to call it white privilege. They call it some other bullshit, but it is white privilege. You can sugarcoat it the way you want. It's still white privilege, however you make it.
I agree with that. I I agree with that. And another a good example of white privilege is look at the video that surfaced about a month and a half ago when the white police officer pulled over the white woman and she was scared out of her. She was scared as hell, and she was like, you know, a lot of people been dying in traffic stops, and he was like, just calm down. You know, we don't kill white people. What would make you say some shit like that? You know what I'm saying?
I really, yeah.
So I mean, that's the kind of shit that irritates me.
Completely unnecessary.
And you know, I had a guy. He wanted to say, well, all white, you know, more white people are killed by the police than black people. Okay.
Okay.
No. First he said more white people kill white people than black people kill black people. First of all, that wasn't my argument. My argument was police involved killings. All right,
and
but
we usually don't have serious.
white people make up 62% of the population. Black people only make up 13% of the population. Now, in theory, let's just say white people were killed. 49% of the white people that were killed were by police. 49%. That's still not equal to your 62%.
True.
But the number of black people that are killed by police is 24%. Now, if we only make up 13% of the population, you do the math. If you're killed at a higher rate than you can reproduce, then eventually somebody can determine when your black ass won't be here no more, meaning we'll be extinct. So there is a fucking problem.
And for those that didn't grip all of that just now, just go back and take a statistic class online.
Or what you can do is speed your thought process up so I ain't got to slow my verbiage down on some pimp shit.
Wow. Where's the baby powder? Okay. Oh, Lord.
Right.
A lot of people saying, love would disrespect the vet. White folks need to calm down on that shit. Actually, I'm going to say not just white folks, everybody, because I'm tired of people talking about they sister, cousin, granny, mother, sister, auntie, niece.
Auntie, niece.
And this is what they fought for.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that totally.
What the hell did you fight for?
Right. It's a whole lot of patriotic motherfuckers that never went and volunteered for nobody's branch of the service.
Side note, R. Edwards said David is in Wendy's drive-thru.
You gonna let him get on you like that? I mean, I ain't trying to say nothing. I'm just saying.
He better not go to Wendy's drive-thru. Next thing you know, he's getting a motherfucking hospital.
Whoa.
You know, I instigate shit. You know, it don't have to be Monday for me to be petty.
Why? Yeah, no. It's true.
It don't have, in case y'all missed it, if y'all don't follow me on Facebook, I go in every Monday.
Every Monday.
Without fail. I'm gonna do it until it's time for me to go back into corporate America. Then I'm gonna fall the fuck back. So I'm trying to get a 6-figure job up in this bitch.
But for right now. Yes.
Anything is on. Ain't nothing off limits to me.
Yes.
Especially ugly fat people.
Oh Lord.
Y'all saw this shit Monday. Look, for y'all that missed it, I said I'm gonna need people to pick a struggle. You can't be ugly and fat. If you ugly, if you ugly, at least be in shape up in this bitch.
That is rude. I'm gonna just say that is rude as hell.
You can't control how you look, but you can control your body image.
Some people can't.
He
say Santa's gifts.
This dude look like a bag of Santa's gifts. Get off the phone.
You know what? Look, think about some of the shit we say as black people. Rick Ross came out with a song. He said, "My bitch bad looking like a bag of money." Bag of money is fat and dopey. That's not sexy.
Dirty.
That's not sexy at all.
To him it is.
Okay. Alright. This coming from the Negro who lost weight. But you want somebody to look like a bag of money. Okay, but we getting off topic, which we always do. But hey, it's what we do. It's a variety show.
Real quick.
Oh Lord.
That I went off on last semester. Talking about, she was on some bullshit.
Oh, that was the one that looked like she was recovering crackhead or something.
Oh my God.
Nah, she was like a motherfucking she was like a big bitch that defies gravity. Got her own gravitational pull and shit.
No, I don't know. Okay, but go
I
ahead.
got 2 more classes with this big bitch. Boy, why she trying to be my best friend?
Side note, people. I think he's saying it that way because he doesn't remember her name.
I remember her name, but I ain't gonna get a motherfucker.
I'm being sarcastic.
Somebody let her listen to the show, and she heard how I went the fuck off on.
Oh, did she? Did she call you on it?
No, but they said I heard her feeling.
Oh, somebody told you.
Oh, she be alright.
She be alright. Yo, we heard a lot of people's feelings. Either they not bright enough to know we talking about them, or they don't care.
Or they put you in Facebook jail.
Or they put you in Facebook jail for 10 days. It is what it is. Hey, let me ask you a quick question. That letter you sent me, did you want me to read it, or did you want to wait till you came live and in studio?
What's happening?
In 2 weeks.
We got finals next week. I'm gonna be there too. We got midterm next week. I'm gonna be there in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Hurry up, because this phone stuff is. Come on.
Yeah. Got a nigga sitting up here holding the phone to the mic and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, well, shit, I'm gonna let y'all know when I'm on my way to school, but I'm gonna be tuning in.
Alright, that's a bet, boy.
Alright.
So we back at it.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
Lord have mercy.
My mama say we need Jesus. Oh no, Nikita say we need Jesus.
Yeah.
And
Always.
King, Edward say that he's the manager at AP Deli. Damn.
Wow.
What up, JB? Another frat on the post. I see you. I appreciate you for tuning in. He say he likes what we do. He thinks it's a good thing. So
Thank
I appreciate it.
We love the love. But
go ahead.
speaking of, I did come across a video that I'll post on the page when I get a chance. You talking about white privilege, right? And I think now that we have the orange man as our president, he has stemmed a lot of people to feel like, that he has ego boosted the intensity of their racism, I guess. Or made them feel like maybe it wasn't an increase in intensity. Maybe they already had it, but
Hey, look,
they decided to hide.
I had to check a white dude at work the other day.
Oh
Tuesday,
my God.
And let him know, don't get fucked up.
Okay, please tell me this once we take a break.
Right.
But it was a video, my hometown, New York, stand up.
New York, stand up.
You know what? You know what it is? I feel like there's a vast difference
Dave Allen, Uncle Wayne Jackson. I see both of y'all. Appreciate you.
I feel like there's a vast difference between New York and Chicago when it comes to race. It feels very separate and segregated here, and in New York, it's like people is everywhere, and when shit go down, it's like New Yorkers are for New Yorkers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this video, guys on the train. He's on there drinking a beer, mind you. This ain't
in New York.
Yes.
Okay, go dig it.
Open can, just no bag, nothing, just open, just drinking. And he's drunk, saying all this stuff. So he gets on the train. He start nigga.
White dude?
Yes, I'm going to show you the video.
Okay.
He's just nigga, like, hey, why are you saying this hate speech? And it's different people. It's white people yelling at him. It's black people yelling at him. He's just saying, and I just say whatever the fuck I want. And he's like, and I'm a lawyer. I went to NYU, and I'm just like, so you just gonna tell all your business? You stupid. I'm a lawyer, and I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I'm like, wow, it's just out there, huh? And mind you, he's saying it with a correct G-E-R. And he's just going in, and the people are coming together, and they're upset. And
Sasha, I see you, boy. Appreciate you.
And they are like,
06.
Oh Lord. And they are like, get him off the train. So it was one next stop. They pushing this man out like literally everybody.
Him and his briefcase
is pushing his ass out the train. This one lady had a cup of soup and just threw it at his ass, and it was just so bad. But I was just like applauding, like, yeah, push it.
Yeah.
Like, really, you got some nerve. Do you feel like you're entitled to say? Well, you are entitled to say whatever you want. However, not to a point where you just offending everybody and then spewing a hate word and you just feel like you are obligated to just be a hateful person. So you claim, oh, I'm a lawyer. I went to NYU law. I'm a lawyer. So you a lawyer and you out here acting like you ain't got no damn sense?
Well, racism don't give a damn.
You need to be barred. Somebody need to find out who you are.
I mean, that could possibly happen because, you know, a lot of the cats that was in that video and then those pictures from
and don't they
Virginia,
take an oath?
To uphold the Constitution, the laws and whatever. I get some lawyers. We got some lawyers out there.
Somebody,
what kind of oath do y'all take?
So, but yeah, I mean, it could happen because a lot of them cats that was in Virginia that was part of that, and their pictures got plastered and the videos got plastered. They ended up on the unemployment line. Wow.
So I mean, it could happen. It could happen. But see, here's the problem. See, here's the thing. In Chicago, like you said, it seems that there's a lot of segregation. Ain't don't seem like it. Right. It is because we're very political and we're very much for self here. And I'm not talking. I say we because it's the city. As in general, as a whole, not necessarily because look, man, I love my city, but I've never ever in my life wanted to leave my city as much as I do right now. Right. Because shit is just so fucked up right now, you know, and it seems to be getting progressively worse. But I mean, like, where do you really want to go? I mean, shit, you fuck around and go to the wrong state. Right. You might fuck around and not have a house. You know, floods, fires. That's like true. when I was in the service, my wife was like, we should stay in San Diego. Shit, Southern California catch on fire every year. What the fuck you talking? You said on fire. They do. They brush fires every year. I ain't between the earthquakes and the fire. I'm good on all of that.
You cool on that?
Man,
no San Andreas for you. So you know what I'm talking. You seen the movie? Who? You know what I'm talking.
Andreas.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
But James Boykin say these are the guys that represent us when time to go to court and we wonder why. And I'm gonna finish the statement for you. So many Negroes end up in jail.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Not saying that every black person that gets, you know,
there's some people that get off
or charged with a crime is innocent. Not saying all of them are guilty. However, when it's time to get that time. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my mother said because, you know, she used to work Brad said come to Arizona. I hear you. Hey, that's one of the states me and the wife was looking at. But look, my mother say send a video to the ARDC. I don't know what that is, but it's got to have something to do with the legal defense or whatever. But said let's see what happens to the lawyer if he's actually one.
If he is actually one.
You know. But
he was intoxicated.
No excuse for stupidity. I'm not even going to call that ignorance because ignorance means not to know, and I'm pretty sure he was well aware of what the fuck he was doing. Right. So one of the things that I want to talk about when it deals with this white privilege is the fact of people feeling how they feel and how they can do whatever they want to do. And yes, the president is at the forefront of all this. Which he's got to be the worst president that we've ever had. And like you mentioned him earlier, so let me just say this. I'm on presidential strike. No, but as a matter of fact, I don't even think he's the president no more. Because after the cipher that Eminem put down, I'm not sure how rap battles go, but I'm almost certain that Eminem is the president now.
This is my opinion about that though. It was decent. But I don't know what it was for me. I felt like he could have went way harder than he did. But I may be wrong. Maybe I got to look at it again. But he did good, mind you. But I feel like he could have went way more in. I felt like he was more upset.
I think he was a little emotional.
I think he was more emotional. That's why it didn't come out the way I think it could have come out. Mm-hmm. But And that's why I said it might not be popular opinion. People might be like, she don't know what the hell she talking about. But I feel like
She from New York, the birthplace of hip hop. She know what she talking about.
but
You certified. I said it on the show. It's official. You a specialist. You a hip hop.
Oh God!
Right.
Please don't don me. You're like, have you heard the new one? I'm like, I ain't heard shit. So, but yeah, I just felt like he did let his emotions get into what he was saying, get in the way of what he was saying, and what he was trying to portray. However, it still was good because it's Eminem, and it's just like, where you been?
Right. Derek Robinson, appreciate you for tuning in, family. I appreciate you.
Where you been? Why you ain't out here putting shame to these mumbles?
To the mumble rappers.
But yeah.
That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, my son wanted to come on and have this little debate with us about mumble rappers.
Oh, snap.
But he's employed once again. He doesn't have any free time. So
no shade to the working man.
So won't he do it? No,
I think he's feeling very excited that his child is working.
Shit. You know.
What he doing?
But look, so we gonna pull the rhythm ride away from the station. It's Deron, it's Michelle. David is in and out, but he's here in spirit. And it's always truth and logic, y'all. So right here on WZON Radio, your new choice for radio, we're going to get right back at you. But until you don't miss us too much, so to keep you company while we're gone, we're going to give you a little Jill Scott on this long walk home.
Oh, of course. Well, I'll wait till we get off of the show. This is my jam, too.
This is your joint?
I love the Jill Scott. Yeah.
Well, you know, being as artistic as you are and shit like that.
Why wouldn't I?
You know.
I had her book too.
Yeah.
Her poetry book, but then it got messed up. Here is the video. Once we get off the air sometime today, if I don't forget.
My mother said that's the Attorney Registration Discipline Commission.
I will post the video of this gentleman.
That's what we gonna call him?
I don't know.
Fucking clown.
I can't think of any incredible made up words that David likes to use for people that are yard ape that he likes to call people.
Yeah, I like that one. I actually like that one. I don't know where it came from.
But I'm gonna show Deron this foolery. Cause this man needs to just be beaten. And this dude trying to bring him up, and this man trying to save his life. On top of that, he's saying all of this hate speech, and then it's a guy trying to save him from getting killed on the track.
Black man.
Yeah.
He said, but you know what's tricked out when he said, I'll punch you in your face, in your fucking face, and he's like, that's assault.
Right.
Nigga, you need to know who I am soon.
Look. She threw some soup at his ass.
My man say any harder, we could have been on terrorist watch list.
Who,
Not yet.
Oh, sorry. No. What we gonna do?
Hey.
Get your hate speech. We'll be on the terrorist watch list, but he won't be off Twitter though. I ain't need to test.
Hey. All I know, so look, dude was trying to.
You seen this, right? I'm gonna talk about it.
Oh, that's the one, yeah. Oh.
When was your mama born? No shade to her age.
Who was
But
that?
I'm talking about that's Tony Braxton.
That's Tony talking.
Yeah.
I need to go find Tony. Like,
I'm looking around the corner like, did come around the corner and stab this nigga. I will not be a witness. Y'all gonna see it on Facebook.
It's gonna be Facebook Live. Y'all all witnesses. Look, everybody gonna log on. Everybody gonna log on. They don't want to see the shit.
I mean, it's not like murders don't happen on Facebook Live. Anyway.
Hello.
Message.
Motherfuckers murder people on Facebook Live. They don't be in Facebook jail.
Horrible.
I thought that fuck Facebook for thinking that they bigger than the First Amendment. I just knew I wasn't gonna be able to log on the next day. You know what I'm saying?
You know why they ain't take you off? Because they was like, this nigga still gonna log on.
Right. Because I already told y'all, if they put me in Facebook jail, follow me on Instagram and Twitter because it still pops over there. You might press pause on the show, but you don't never stop it. Dig that.
Never. Don't mind me. I'm stuffing my face. I'm hungry. But never. So I'm definitely...
Y'all can get over the killer. Eminem will be on the... Oh, he said Eminem would be on the terrorist watch list.
Oh, Eminem. You know what? And people kept saying, we waiting for Donald Trump to tweet something about it. We waiting for Donald Trump to tweet something about it. But I'm also saying, does Donald Trump listen to hip-hop music?
Oh, and for everybody thinking that was Donald Trump responding on Twitter to Eminem, that was a hack. That's a ghost account. That ain't Donald Trump. Donald Trump don't even talk like that.
What,
he was like, if Eminem got something to say, he know where I'm at. Pull up. Donald Trump would never say no shit like that.
Really? He don't even know what pull up means. Maybe his pants. Pull up the pants. I don't know. But other than that, no.
Y'all gotta excuse me because I be grooving to my own. I think I be killing shit.
No.
Whether I do or not, but in my mind I'm killing shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm all the way up.
Going in.
That's the time of year figure watch?
Mm-hmm.
That shit kind of fly.
I had this for like years.
Yeah.
It don't even take. I just wear it for fashion.
Because it look good?
So I feel like I got something on my wrist. But yes. Also, when we come back from the break, the musical break, I'm going to touch on this video. It's been circling for a long while now, and I don't even know what season this is.
Who's Bush Evans? That's somebody.
Oh, my homegirl. Shout out, girl.
What up, Miss Evans? How you doing?
What's
Welcome
up?
to the show. It's good to... Don't be a stranger.
A fellow poetess
Chime in.
sister.
She's a poetess.
Yeah.
She spits.
Yeah. And she was saying, girl, I'm just putting all your business out there.
That's all right. That's what we here for. We here to promote shit. You know what I'm saying? If you do poetry, if you sing, if you can rap, that we want to let people know that this is what you do.
If you got a song, put your own.
But if you can't, and you claim that you can't.
She can, I know.
No, I'm talking about for people in general. They sent us the inbox.
Yeah.
And sent us the MP3s.
Yeah.
The garbage.
Yes. Ooh.
He's like, yo, I need y'all to put my stuff on my boy's wall.
Put my stuff
Man,
on
I was
my
like,
boy's
I don't even know what this nigga's saying.
I went on, I listened to about 2-3 songs. I'm like, okay, let's give about three of them a chance. And I was like, this is a negative.
But I knew it was garbage before I listened to it because you was
because
like,
of the cover art?
But you was like, you need to listen to this shit. And the way you said it, I was like, nah, I don't really want to even do that.
Look, now that I've been done the specialist.
Right.
Or a specialist.
My son is watching.
Music.
Shout out to Lost and Found Boutique CEO
Shout
and Found
out.
Good.
Yes, I will be singing the jingle shortly.
Yes, when we come out of the break, son. So stay on long enough to hear your plug. Shit.
For sure. But yeah, I definitely want to touch on that. If nobody has seen it, it's a snippet or a video out there of the Braxtons. You know, Toni Braxton, her sister, her family, they have a show. And it's a video out there about letting a man cheat in peace.
I think Toni was just trying to send me a subliminal message. She was like, yo, if Deborah, and you know, she was like, nigga, I'm here for you.
Have you ever seen a murder up close and personal?
Look, you ain't even got to worry about Deborah. Destiny the one that ain't playing no games.
Double murder?
Hey, look. So look, check it out.
Murder.
Destiny, I don't know if I took last week. Destiny was like, who are these women responding to your posts on Mondays? I said they followers of the show. You know, people starting to look forward to me acting a fool. And she was like, she had this look on her face, and she was like, I don't know how I feel about that. I was like, it's just for promotion, Destiny. And she like, you don't need promotion. Like, damn.
The daughter does not approve of Petty Monday.
Yo, man. I'm like, yo, slow down, sister.
Matter of fact, you should just mention it on Monday next month and be like, let me just let y'all know.
My daughter is monitoring your responses. So keep them short, just like the shit. My mother say she gonna lay hands on me. My mother say nice hair. And she gonna lay hands on.
Thank you.
Wait. You not already.
Short hair, don't care.
You not already laying hands on me. I not already fell out. That's a little private joke right there.
Wow.
Michelle Daniels is
Shout out.
now watching.
Oh wow.
Shout out to
Nikita,
be quiet.
Who was that? Shout out to LaRod. Thank you for sharing the video, darling.
I appreciate it. If y'all like what we doing, share this motherfucker, man. Put us in some more people's face. I know you're waiting on it, but I don't. What would you say? that
I'm about to show you this mess when we come back.
Do you like originality?
Yes.
Do you like affordability?
Yes.
Then you'll love the Lost and Found Boutique. Original urban gear at an affordable price. The Lost and Found Boutique. Like them on Facebook or check them out online at www.lostandfoundboutique.com. That's www.lostandfoundboutique.com. The Lost and Found Boutique. Dare to be different and discover what you've been missing.
Lost and found.
Man, let me tell you.
Yeah.
You just had to do that, huh?
I had to. I felt
so. Look, if y'all missed it, my son hosted a fashion show about 3-4 weeks back, off the chain. He had local artists there, local fashionistas,
True.
you know, young up and coming black entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. That's what we talking about. We always talking about the youth not doing shit, but then when they do something, we don't support it. So I'm not just plugging it because it's my son, but because it's not. Look, we support black bullshit. I mean, we support black business, not black bullshit, right?
Yeah, we support that black bullshit now.
Right. So log on, check it out. Let me tell you something. The fashion that's on this site is off the chain because you have young professionals. That's what we gonna call them.
Yeah. Young
urban professionals that are doing they thing, and they all in their 20s.
That's a clothing line right there. Young urban professionals.
You know
Yup.
So check it out. Definitely check it out.
Don't be stealing my ideas. I'm talking to your son.
Thank you. No, well, you know what? And look,
that's a good idea.
And here's the thing. My son's site is a boutique for young up and coming designers. So, you know, if you have something that you want to put out there, contact him and you all can work some shit out.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I mean, it's an avenue to do your thing. Courtney, what's up, boy? I see you, man. High school mate. I've known Courtney, man, since I think I was like 13. So, shout out. That's where I actually know Nikita from high school. That's why she thinks that she's at liberty to talk the shit that she talk.
Oh, damn. Okay.
My mother said that she need me to fall out a few more times for deliverance.
Wow.
Wow. You making me seem like I'm the devil personified up in this.
So yes. So there's a video going out around circulating on Facebook. And I'm sure it's been out for a while, and I think I've seen it before, but I never actually looked at it, really paid attention to what it was saying. And I decided to take a look at it yesterday because it was posted in a group I'm following, and it's the Braxtons, Toni Braxton, her family. I mean, you know, they got a show. I think it's on Oxygen, Bravo, one of them damn stations. If
my wife peeks her head in here, ask her, she watched the shit.
Okay. And Toni Braxton decides, I guess they're having a conversation about men or husbands, whatever, cheating. And she says, well, I remember what Mommy always said, never ask a man about another woman. Let him cheat in peace unless you're going to do something about it.
Right,
or say something. I really have kind
How do you feel about that?
First of all, first things first. Shelly. Nah. So, first things first. Why is there a constant notion that people feel like cheating is a disease, like something that you just catch, like it's the norm? Why is it seeming to me like cheating is just like, I caught the flu type of situation, when I feel like it's something that's pretty serious personally, and I'm particularly saying this towards marriage more so than people who are dating, whatever. But to let him cheat in peace, I kind of don't agree with that part, even though I do agree with the part with her saying, well, if you're not going to say anything about it or do anything, if you're not going to say and do anything about it, what's the point of bringing it up?
Right.
And
I agree with that part.
I agree with that part, but I also feel like, so you just going to stay in a relationship with a man, you know he cheating, you don't want to leave, but you feel some type of way.
You can tell when little sister is really committed to a topic and shit, because all that Brooklyn, New York come out. You know? That language just comes to the forefront. Cheating.
The language just comes out. But I just feel like, why let him cheat in peace? What is your take on that?
Well, first of all, this was my first time hearing it.
You watched some of the video. I
watched some of the video, and I think, you know, because I'm going back Tony up, because you never know. I might one day, you know what I mean? You know, like, nigga, I remember you didn't have my back.
What the hell? So you just gonna shoot your shot right now?
No.
You just gonna shoot your shot?
Not at all, Deborah. I'm not ever shooting my shot. I'm all Deborah, all day, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what she was trying to say, and she said it very badly, was if you not gonna do nothing about it, shut up. Right? Because you have a lot of women here that will become CIA agents. They're gonna go through your phone. They might even follow.
Oh, we don't become CIA agents.
You are born that way, right? But they gonna follow a dude. You know, they gonna get all this information. They gonna build a case, and then they gonna do shit with it, right? And it's like, if you gonna go through all of that, at least follow it through. Bounce the nigga out your life. But a lot of women don't do that. So I think that what she was saying in a very fucked up way is that unless you planning on making a move, why you doing all that?
Okay.
You know, that's what I think. Now I could be wrong. No. Because there are some women. Look, back in the day, I've heard stories of women knew that dudes had whole other family. Women knew about each other, and nobody said nothing. That could be part of what her mama was talking about too. I don't know because I've never been fortunate enough to meet not one Braxton. You know what I'm saying? So
Look,
I don't know.
Still shooting the shot. So subliminal. So I guess I'm a part of that small percentage of people that did all of that work, followed through, and made my decision.
See, but like you a minority.
I already know that. Don't shoot me down. No, I'm just saying.
You know, because a lot of women ain't gonna follow through.
Right. I mean,
or by the time they follow through, 6, 7, 8, 10 years of your life been gone.
See, this is why I didn't waste my time. When I started getting the notion of the feelings, I asked. Okay.
You fucking up Negro.
Yeah, pretty much. That's not how I asked, but that was close to what I said. So I asked. It was a of course not a direct answer.
You know what? Pause.
Okay.
When you ask that question, what do you really think we gonna say? Are you cheating? Yes.
I'm expecting an answer to be the truth. However, you know, women ask you, majority of the questions that women ask a man, they already know the answer to it.
Yeah.
About 95% of the time.
My mother say, what was Tony or anyone else smoking to think that it's okay? They both better be on guard. And yes, Diane is speaking. Yeah, that's my mother. That's my mother's
snap,
alter ego.
Diane.
That's my mother's alter. Well, it ain't even alter. That's her middle name. And whenever my mother goes there, that's Diane.
Diane. I said Diane. You right, Diane. So, I mean, it wasn't as quick, I would say, but I came to a point where, okay, I gave him a chance to, you know, even leave it alone. Maybe I would say, maybe not. But I know me. Once that trust is out the door, ain't no going back. Because I ain't got time to be stressing, thinking where you going, what you doing, why you here, who you texting with him. And I can admit right here on the show that I have gone through his phone. Yes. So.
She said, and I'm going to do it again.
Before that point of me feeling or had a feeling or the gut feeling or the ESP that they say women have that he already was out there doing some shit, I didn't even do that. I didn't go through his phone because that's your privacy. I don't want you going through mine, even though you can because I have nothing to hide. But we never did that. He never even locked his phone because that's the type of person I am. However, when it started to be because he didn't give me the answer, as you said, I'm like, okay, now I got to be crazy. Now I got to be crazy. You
started pacing the flow and shit.
Yeah. I'm like, who are you texting? So I went through, I'm looking at shit, I'm finding stuff out.
It's my cousin.
I know all your family members. So, and going through all your stuff. So it came to a point where it was just like, once I found my information that was clear, cut, and dry for me, even though it's kind of bad that I had to find it that way.
Now, let me ask you this. When you asked the question, did you really want the answer?
Yes.
Because a lot of people ask questions that they don't... Okay, no.
Why do you think I'm on the Truth and Logic show?
There it is. Say that shit.
Why do you think that I'm on the Truth and Logic show?
Men and women ask questions and they want specific answers. And what I mean by specific answers is, are you cheating on me? No, babe, I would never cheat on you. What's the problem? That's what they want to hear. But there's that 1 in 100 million chance that you're going to get that dude that you're going to be like, are you cheating on me? Okay, well, look, let me tell you what happened. Your soul is crushed right now.
Of course. But I still would hear him out.
But there's a lot of women that want that response? Though?
Yeah, tell me damn true. Because I think
give you the option to either stay or go.
Right. I think for me, I just feel like, you know, it was kind of funny because last night one of my friends, I was telling her stories about me dating and dealing with dudes, and she was like, you know what? You may just be very intimidating. I'm like, how? I'm like, I'm not.
You might be intimidated or intimidating?
Intimidating.
Okay.
And I'm like, how? I'm like, I'm not overly aggressive. I'm not crazy. I'm not loud. I'm not like rah-rah, even though I have my moments.
Ain't crazy.
Even though I have my moments where I go in. But it's so subtle that it'll hurt your feelings that much more because I'm not raw with my...
By the time his feelings get hurt, you done.
Yeah, I'm not raw with my feelings. I'm more like, school you
I can see where they're coming from, though.
Okay.
And let me explain to you why. Because
it's the New York.
See, it might have something to do with that NY flavor. That's whack.
But it's a lot of us like that.
But let me.
My sister's the same way.
Is your sister on still
she
on
should be.
Somebody shouting out on that.
She might
but
be.
Anyway, but
if you're commenting on IG, making comments, I'm sorry. What up, Monaghan? Sorry.
Mongo, what's
we
good?
gotta go back and forth.
We gotta go back and forth.
Facebook Live.
David, get your ass back here, man. We can't be doing both, man. But, so look, let me explain to you what might be the precipice for what they said last night, right? Every now and then I gotta show y'all that I went to DePaul and shit.
Look it up if you don't know, and it ain't on Urban Dictionary.
So right, it's definitely not in the Urban Dictionary. So how you may intimidate some men is that what we have found, studies have shown, and I'm just quoting studies, I'm not saying that all men are like this, is that a lot of men like to be viewed as that provider and protector. They need to feel needed. An independent woman, and I don't use that term loosely. I don't just say that women are independent. You have to show me that you're independent. So independent women tend to make dudes like that a little uneasy. So it's like you got your own money, you got a nice car, you living on, and you doing it, right? So a dude might look at you and be like, damn, okay. Because how do a lot of these dudes get women nowadays? They flashing cash, or look at my car. They quick.
Or they are pretty boy and
they
looks gonna get something.
They quick to drop where they work. Shit like that.
Right.
They can't just come
and
have.
Most of the time they be like, yeah, so I'm a owner of a.
I'm
like, nah, I'm really a manager.
Right. Right.
What though?
Right. Well, I'm the owner of the restaurant, but right now I'm washing dishes to help out. That type of shit.
Yeah.
But stuff like that is conversation is lost. So fuck just getting to know you. Where it's like you'll like me for me, I'm gonna like you for you, and we gonna grow from there. That's not where a lot of these dudes at.
That is what my issue is.
It's instant gratification. It's instant gratification. Look at what I got. Look at what I can do, and boom.
And that would be a perfect segue.
And it's like, you love me, right?
that would be a perfect segue for a poem that I have that's called Instant Gratification. That's talking about what we are talking about.
Do you have the poem?
I don't have it on me.
Damn it!
You know what? Next Thursday, y'all get it.
Next Thursday, the poetess will be in the house.
What you going off of what you said though?
I have a killer in the basement, y'all. Don't worry about that.
Who says that women that are like me or are independent doesn't need a man to protect them or provide for them? Who says that though?
Again, I'm not saying that those feelings are valid.
Right.
I'm saying that they exist.
Right.
I'm saying that a lot of dudes perceive things, and perception becomes reality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I can definitely understand that. That just that because I seem intimidated, I'm independent. That doesn't mean that I can't be feminine or I can't be soft for you. It's just that you haven't even given me a chance to allow myself to be that way because you coming with some bullshit.
That's where the conversation and the getting to know you comes in.
But they don't want to have conversation.
Exactly. But again, these are the problems that we facing. Because
if we don't come back with a relationship topic, we ain't doing one of those in a minute.
We can do that next week. We definitely can do that next week. Relationship 10, what we at? Like 401?
I don't know. Hey, if you got any ideas or thoughts on relationship topics for next week, let us know now.
I had a logic letter that I wanted to read, but I think we're going to nix the logic letter for this week.
True.
And we're going to pick it up next week. Leading up to David's letter, because that shit, I swear I can't wait to read that motherfucker.
But a quick other side note from this video with the Braxtons. I came back to a comment. I went in once I saw it. But she also says in the video, if you ask about him cheating and you stay, you become the other woman and he doesn't respect you anymore. This is what she said. And I'm like, hold on. I said he stopped respecting you when he made the decision to cheat. And that's why I said I hate when people make cheating out to be something like normal or disease or a mistake. That shit is a choice. And I was like, yet I can agree that if you can't handle the fire, take your hand away from the flame.
See, you know what? I don't necessarily say that he don't respect his wife, woman, whoever. I'm going to say this. As men...
But don't men view respect as love?
No.
You don't think so?
No. I think women do. Women say, if you love me... Because what's one first thing they say? If you love me, you wouldn't have did this to me. Right?
True.
So, I think that as men, we kind of stupid.
Valid.
We kind of stupid. And we tend to think with the wrong head at times. And we greedy. So... Yeah. You know, there are times when we'll forget. Like, I just had this conversation with someone earlier today where it was like, okay, in reality, when you're looking at another woman, she might have bigger chest, fat hips, fat ass. But in the end of the day, ain't the packaging all the same? The gift at the end of the rainbow is the same, right?
Right.
Okay, so if you can wrap your mind around that. But we get caught up with the packaging sometimes and not what's inside the package.
80-20. If you don't know what the 80-20 rule is.
There it is. So that was very interesting. My man said, play devil's advocate. Can he cheat on you and still love you? That's a good question. I'm gonna answer your question when we come back.
I think let's dwell. Let's go to some songs.
We gonna pull away from the station with the Rhythm Ride right here on WZON Radio. Your new choice for radio. It's the Rhythm Ride with Deron, Michelle, David is somewhere in the midst.
Yeah. And
we're gonna get right back at you, y'all.
That is a very good question.
That's an awesome question, man. I've been doing that lately. Ooh, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way.
We're going to be back on IG Live. For some reason, they only let us do a 1 hour.
Yeah, they only let us do like an hour on Instagram. But you know what? Facebook used to be like that, so.
That's true, but Facebook, y'all sticking in. Thanks for the questions,
man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to get right to that.
Okay, it lets you share it, so now we're going to go back on. What the hell? Do another. Well, yeah, so what was his question again?
He was like, can't you cheat on a person and still love them? Instagram Live, we're back, okay? They only let us do an hour at a time, so we have to fade out and come back to you.
Right.
A question was asked leading into the music break. Can you cheat on a person and still love them? We're going to answer that when we come back from the music, but let that marinate for a little. Sit that in the water. Let that marinate for a little bit.
I think it is possible.
I believe it is.
Yeah, because...
Well, I mean, first of all, you have to define cheating.
When it comes to a man, I think, not saying a woman cheat, when a man cheats, I think that they can separate physical attractions from emotions. Women say that we can do it, but I've only known very few that actually can. And more so nowadays because...
We gonna build on that question. I got like a whole show. I got a whole bunch of shit jumping through my head right now. That'll be next week.
Right. Because, I mean, nowadays, more women are taking on the role of, I don't know if I'm messing it, or I got a good man, but you know what? He ain't providing everything I need.
I told you during our little hiatus, I got a bunch of little logic letters.
Yeah.
And one of them was dealing with that. It was a woman who had a dude that was treating her right.
Right.
But he can't fuck. And like the dude that she was with prior to him, he could fuck, but he wasn't treating her right.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yo.
But, I mean, you know what?
That'll be next week's logic.
That's not something that you can't not work on, though. with a person.
See,
Especially
I think
if
people place too much of an emphasis on the
involved.
sex part because they like, oh, he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that, or she ain't doing this, she ain't doing that. Teach them.
But it's been since.
Now, granted, you might be 40-some years old,
right?
And this is what I hear women say: I ain't trying to teach no nigga.
Well,
okay,
we all ain't trying to do that.
But you better teach them something because all of y'all ain't alike. All of y'all ain't alike. And we ain't saying that he gotta go through a remedial class or nothing.
Right.
But get a nigga some pointers.
Yeah, because that dude be saying, he been doing the same moves since high school.
I ain't trying to teach no nigga. I ain't trying, I'm 40-something, I'm 35, I ain't trying to teach. Okay, well, you better open your mouth and say something.
That's true. If you, what's they say, closed mouths don't get fed. So I guess if it ain't happening for you, you need to communicate.
Right.
But yeah, this feeling like a relationship topic is coming in the works, people.
Yeah, man, Courtney, shout out to man. We gonna shout you out on that. You gave us our topic for next week.
This is what fuels us, people. Give us some, inspiration. But yeah, I mean, that's a good question though. Definitely. But yeah, I just felt like that video, and I'll post that video as well when we come off the show, so you can see what I'm talking about. So parts of what she's saying I agree with, but other parts I'm just like, the whole part about letting him cheat in peace. What the hell? Just be like, okay, honey, just like, oh, I'm gonna be late at work. Like, okay.
like, okay.
It makes you, if you're not going to say anything, I feel like that makes you a weak person. It also makes it seem like you're a robot. Because how you human? Like you're not going to have any emotion towards it. It's not going to spark nothing for you to not say nothing, for you to stop doing something for him, for you to, well, obviously you ain't doing it.
Okay, so Nikita say you can't teach some folks. Some people are unteachable. All right, we is it though? Okay, well, you know what? Some people may be, but not all. And the problem is that some women get to the point where they like, I ain't trying to teach. Because what did I say? I ain't trying to teach no nigga. That means you ain't giving nobody the 411 on what it takes to please you. You know what I'm saying? And see, that goes back to the relationship topics that we talk about dealing with communication. That's a part of communication. Sex is not just that. It's also communication.
True.
You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to talk because dudes don't want to hear it because they macho. Oh, I got this. I don't need you to tell me nothing. And women don't want it because they don't want to hurt this Negro's feelings. Hurt his feelings. Hurt his feelings, or you can't complain about not being satisfied. You know what I'm saying? B-Rob, what's good? I see you, boy.
Hello. So, girl, I ain't doing that. I'm tired. So, yeah. I think as a... Sorry, I'm collecting my thoughts.
That's right. We in the music break collecting.
I think...
This is behind the scenes shit, people. That's why when we come back on, we just kind of flow a little bit.
More, yeah. I think as a woman, if you're dealing with somebody and it's not just a casual thing and it's y'all dating or shit, we ain't even gonna go to the marriage part because if you don't know about now, then something's wrong.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think as a woman, if we really have feelings for the guy and we really are in love with that person, it don't matter what you working with, what you got, how you working.
You gonna make excuses for it.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Women make excuses for niggas.
You cut off my thought.
Women make excuses for niggas that they infatuated / in love with. Right? And so everything that's wrong with that nigga when y'all break up was wrong with him when you loved him. But you made excuses for it then. Like how many times you break up with a well, maybe not you. But like say one of your girlfriends will be like, oh, little dick ass nigga and blah 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 blah. But wait a second. Y'all was together for 4 years. I'm pretty sure his dick didn't just get little. You know what I'm saying?
I've had some moments where I felt some type of way. But You know what though? At the moment, I also be like, well, I ain't working with much, but we gonna figure this out.
We gonna
but
figure
then
it
he
out.
winds up being an idiot. And then I can really go in. But it's
Then I gotta hurt his soul now. You know.
But you know what? I never talk to a guy about his situation. I don't do it just because I just don't do it. What's the point of shooting a man down? That type of way. When there's so many other ways that I have perfected.
So I can kill your soul in.
Remember, I'm a poetess. I'm good with words, so I have manipulated feelings so badly.
And niggas like think about they like, man, nah, that building ain't high enough. I need to find another one to jump off of.
As a matter of fact, I ain't even gonna put it out there. I wait till we finish the show, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I said to homeboy. I don't even know if I told you or not.
Nah, I don't remember about you hurting nobody's soul.
Oh, his soul probably hurt. And this was recent. But anyway, look,
Yeah,
like,
we family for real.
they probably like, yeah, that's why I ass single right the hell now.
People like, why am I single?
Whatever.
Maybe because you kill everybody that try to get
Single is not a bad thing in my mind.
Yeah, you know
and I
what,
don't
it's
know why
really not.
people make it seem
It's
like
really
you have
not.
to be in a relationship in order to be happy.
I think that in order to be happy in a relationship, you need to be
or
happy
to
single.
have a life. Yeah. True.
You know, telling people, oh, you complete me. Motherfucker, this is not Jerry
He said
Maguire.
you complete me.
This is not Jerry Maguire. What the fuck is you talking about?
You should be complete yourself.
Jamie Stone. Who that? I don't know who you are, Jamie, but thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm not sure. What's up, Jamie? And then, here it comes.
Yeah, we about to come out of this commercial break, so you know it's about to get fire hot.
Hey, B-Rob, you already know how I do.
You already know how we do this. You ain't no stranger to the show.
Oh, my God.
Mary's goodies for you.
Do we still got Sugar Babies commercials?
We're definitely gonna play it. And we coming back at you, family. It's the Rhythm Ride with Deron and Michelle. David is here in spirit.
Yes.
So before we went into the music break, we had a question asked by the one and only friend of the show, Courtney Bowden. He wanted to play devil's advocate. He asked a very good question. He said, can you cheat on someone and still be in love with them? So,
It was his exact words, because loving somebody and being in love is two different things, in my opinion.
He says, can't he, meaning the male, cheat? Well, he said chest, but I think his fingers was moving too fast. Cheat on you and still love you. And I disagree with that part too. The loving and being in love.
Oh, okay. Please elaborate. What's become once again. So, I think it is possible. Now, personally, I have never stepped out on a person I was with.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I'm not a man, but I would say for men, they separate sex and emotion.
Mm-hmm.
They could go out, have sex with a chick, and never see her ass again. Not know her name and not even care. Okay? But when they're with somebody and they have feelings for that person, they love that person, they have emotion with that person.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that loving them changes the fact that there's a possibility of them cheating.
Mm.
And like I said earlier already, cheating is not a mistake. It is not
Oh no, you
a
definitely
norm.
planned.
It is not
You didn't slip and trip and fall into no pussy.
a
You planned to do
disease.
that. Yeah.
It is a choice. Well, I was drunk. Well, it was your drunk ass choice. Well, I was high. Well, it was your high ass choice.
Mm-hmm. All I did was speak sober thoughts and emotions.
Because you know the definition, or not the definition, you know the difference between yes and no, right? So, even though it may not be said verbally, like, no, I don't want to fuck you, or yes, let's fuck. It could be just starting of, kiss or whatever y'all doing, and it turns into that. So, I say yeah.
It's possible.
Don't have to be no devil's advocate about it.
It's
If
possible to love someone and still cheat on them, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I was in a relationship. He claimed to love me, and he still cheated.
See, here's the thing.
So
I think that you're right about the compartmentalization that you can separate, but I think that only exists for casual encounters, like maybe a one or two time thing. If you having multiple sessions with a person, we're gonna call them sessions with a person, then even as a man, here's the reality of it. If a man cheats on a woman and a woman finds out, most women will forgive him and give him another shot. Most men, you cheat on him and he find out about it, you done fucked his whole life up.
Yeah, he'll never love another woman again, and he's gonna treat the next
life up.
Rest of the women like shit.
The reason being is that sex for women is invasive and the men are the invaders. So now we got those visualization thing going on.
Right.
So is it possible? Yes. Can everybody do it? No. No, because there is a certain thing, and there are articles about this, recent articles about this that deal with polyamorous thinking and relationships,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my God. You said polyamorous, and I thought about that video. Have you seen it?
What video?
There's
about the couple?
Yes.
The black couple.
There's a married couple that has an open.
Yeah.
And you know what's so funny? I'm just watching everything about that video, and it seems more of a decision that the wife has made. Because the dude seemed like he does his thing. But she seems way more excited. And I'm just like, I don't know if I'm reading too much into it. Maybe the dude just laid back and he chill like that. But she talks about the other dudes.
She in a hot tub with the dude with bubbles and shit.
They both sitting talking about the situation.
They got a website.
And you know, it just feels so good when you have a new person and y'all first time, and it's just like, ooh, and he's sitting there like, and I'm like, how the fuck is this shit surviving? But it is. For them, it's working.
Right. But you look, for a bigger segment of society than people realize, there are, okay, all right, I see you, Mom, I appreciate you. She got to go to a conference call. But there are more people than you know that are participating in this type of lifestyle. They're just not talking about it.
Then there was a woman that was an outside. She wasn't a wife. She was an outside woman dealing with the husband, and she was like, "I love me some married men," and I couldn't help but bust out laughing because I'm just like, "So you just excited about this shit?" Huh?
She's like, "Oh, you single? No, nigga, I can't do nothing for you."
Right? Is you married though? Yeah, that is a turn on. Like, what the hell? But it's a lot of women that's like that.
Yeah. So yeah, hey Courtney, shout out to you for the question because we gonna evolve that into a whole show next week.
Man, you have sparked the movement of a topic. You know, we haven't had a relationship topic. It feels like
it's been a minute.
I feel like we've been doing this for years, so it feels like it's been. We ain't doing it like a year.
It's been about 2 months. But in all fairness, we took a month off. So
yeah, that's true.
You know. But yeah, so we coming back at y'all with Relationship 101.
For sure.
Continue next week. But to continue on today, you had another video or another article that you was talking about?
Yes. I should have showed you the video on the I should have showed you this video on the break. But I'm gonna just go through what it is. Here's another segment of Is That Shit Real?
I need to come up with a musical introduction to that because is that shit real? I'm gonna find a loop that'll fit that. So
it is real, unfortunately, because it was on Inside Edition.
Okay.
Man meets woman. I think on a dating app. That's probably the first shot.
People doing that now?
So man meets woman, they conversate, they decide to go out on a date. He says, let me take you to the movies, we gonna see Guardians of the Galaxy, number 2. Second, right?
That's romantic as hell.
The ticket per person, $17.32. He also paid for $4 of popcorn, something to that nature, or a drink. During the movie, The guy says that the woman is constantly on her phone. Her phone lights up. She's texting back, whatever. Then decides to get up and leave the theater. And says she's going to the bathroom. She never comes back, okay?
Stop.
He don't say nothing to her or whatever, but in the interview, he's like, she's just on her phone and she's not paying attention to the movie and she's just rude. If she wanted to take the call, she could have just stepped away and she just took this, blah, blah, blah. So he decides afterwards to text her maybe a day or two later saying, you know, I thought that was very rude of you on the date to be texting and going back and forth while the movie was going on and you weren't really paying attention. And he was like, with that being said, I spent $17.32 on you and I want my money back.
Stop playing.
Mind you, this ain't no teenagers. This ain't even no high school people. This some grown ass people.
They grown as hell.
So she was like, I didn't have a good time with you, number one. Number two, I was texting my friend because she was checking up on me to make sure things were going good and I was okay. But I felt like you were doing a lot, so I left. I didn't want to be on the date anymore. So...
Was he black, white?
Oh, white people.
Okay, good.
And
I like when white people do ratchet shit.
Oh, okay. Because it's good. I guess. I don't know. So, she's like, I'm not giving you $17.32. You took me on a date. That's just it.
Right.
Why this man goes to small claims court for $17.32? He files an actual piece of paperwork to get $17.32. Not even
don't
the
it cost more than that to claim to file the paperwork?
Not small claims court. Not even for the $4 snack. He just won his $17.32. I said, you got to be fucking kidding me. The lady, even the woman was like, you ain't serious. You are not serious. That you won $17.32 because it was a bad date. They had them meet up. She explained her reason why. And she was like, you know what? I'm giving your ass your $17.32. He was like, thank you. And I think your apology, blah, blah. But I'm going to post the video on the site because once y'all see this man and see how he talks, first of all, he sounds very abusive. He sounds very controlling.
Like he would have beat
He sounds like years down the line, he going to be on... Snap, because he gonna be done took some woman's skin off her face and put it on his. That's how crazy he sounds.
Oh no, that ain't Snap because the women be getting.
Oh yeah, that's the women. Well, he gonna be on something.
Like he gonna be on that episode of For My Man.
Making a murder or some shit like that.
Man,
but
okay. You know what I did on some petty shit?
He sued her for texting during the date.
Here, nigga, take this $18, punk.
Now I understand. Okay, if I'm on a date with a guy and we're sitting across from each other having dinner. And he pulls out his phone, and I'm trying to have a conversation, and he's constantly like this. And I'm gonna be like, do you want to be on this date, or do you want to? Because I will do whatever you want to do, or you want to continue to
on some real shit. Ain't that the new millennial shit right there? I mean, motherfuckers, you go out to a movie, to I go out to dinner or whatever, and all you see is this at the different tables. I got a meme that's gonna be on one of these petty Mondays. It's like, yo, I'm inviting some people around to look at their phones. You want to come? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what people do nowadays. I
understand that we are attached to these damn things like a lifeline. Like we lose this shit, we like freaking out. We leave it at home, we freaking out.
You can lose your child at the mall, but don't fuck around and forget that phone.
And lose your phone.
Right.
But not saying she was right in any sense because he took you out on a date and you just texted. If you felt like you wasn't interested in the dude or you didn't want to be on this date, you could have said, you know what, I apologize for coming out.
I'm sorry that I went on this date.
I'm sorry I went on this date. But like we just had a conversation about women not saying what they want. I'm sorry we went out on this date, but I'm just not interested any longer. So I'm going to go home and you enjoy the rest of this movie.
You know what?
No, if that was me though, I would have been like, here's your $17.32. Peace, my name. I wouldn't.
If somebody ever said some shit like that, like just fuck your life, man. Like, for real.
I can't wait to show you this message. So, is it real or not? That was real. I can't wait to post this.
And that was on Inside Edition, you said?
Inside Edition. And they had to meet up.
Okay, that was the last shout out to him.
So he could get his 1732, so she ain't got to go to court for 1732. 1738. If it was 1738, it would have been funny, and they would have made a constant meme out of that.
Yeah, that would have been right.
So
I don't even drink that shit, but yeah, that would have been funny.
But yeah, that was definitely real, and it just goes to show you that dating in today's society is absolutely horrible.
Man, that's a whole nother show right there too. Dating in the new millennium.
Oh well, you know I got lots to participate in that one.
I look at some of this shit nowadays, and I be glad that I'm not in it.
Be so happy that you're not, because it's a headache within itself. For me, it's to a point where it's just like, whatever, I'm just going to exist and enjoy my life. And not even just worry about being with no damn body.
Tell me what you think about this. What do you think about females nowadays looking for that Captain Save-All? They want a nigga to take care of them.
I think it is crazy. Like, I had a dude ask me, do you want to be my sugar mama? And I said,
whoa.
Say what now?
Wait. Sugar mama, that's where you take care of him, though.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Last time I checked.
Wait, he asked you that?
Yes.
Like,
last time I checked, I was Auntie Shell, not Mama Shell. I don't have no children, number one. Number two, if I did, that would be the only mama, because I would be a sugar mama
so
too.
they definitely asking these questions now, huh?
Oh yeah, it's bad out here.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm like, please be sorry for me. That's how sad.
Y'all don't hear this often on this show, but I'm gonna pray for you.
Thank you. Please do. Man. All prayers, all hands in.
Man,
so it's crazy,
real right
and
there.
I'm just like, if you can only imagine what I've heard. This is why I'm so the way I am.
I hear
This
you.
is why, if I seem like I'm intimidating, that's fine, because I would only want a strong person to pursue me anyway.
Ain't a whole lot of them out there no more, don't look like. It look like strong dudes are last of a dying breed.
Strong dudes are like 90 years old, and I don't want
I should have played that song because last of a dying breed. But we gonna pull the ride away from the station. But before we do, I'm gonna throw this out here at you. When we come back, I'm gonna get back on my political shit because I want to talk about Jerry Jones and his bum ass. Right. So we're gonna pull the ride away from the station. We're gonna hit you with this musical break. It's the Rhythm Ride with Deron and Michelle. David is in absentia, and and we gonna holler at y'all, family.
Yes. Hey. I'm also gonna come back with a story about 70 children missing from the foster care.
Yeah.
And
now what? Did you
they said that's normal, average amount. I'm like, how the fuck?
From that particular foster care?
Yes.
They selling kids, man. They gotta be selling kids, trafficking kids. Ain't nowhere in hell it's normal for 70 kids to just come up missing.
And then the article's gonna say that most of the time they go and live with their actual families. They run away to live with their actual families, and I'm like, so what if they actual families fucked up, and that's why they in a foster home?
Hey, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that sounds
Stockholm syndrome is real.
weird.
People, I mean, you know, I don't know what to tell you.
I also am going to touch on the
Now we not on. Facebook can hear you, but the radio won't.
That is true. They go and run, and they run to their families, and
My wife is a therapist, and she does it professionally. She's talking that shit.
but that is true. They go and run, and they go run to their families, and then once they're at a certain age, we don't really pursue them. It's mainly like if they're like 17,
18 years old, y'all be
18
like,
years old.
fuck it.
Even though because they can be in the system
yeah.
up until they're 21 if they choose to when they turn 18. The judge says, you know what, you're not ready to be off on your own. We're gonna keep you until 21. So therefore, if they are, at a foster home,
Yes, Brian, it's time to rip into the billionaire with his bum ass.
or if they into like a TOP or something like that, transitional living, they can go and run. We can't do anything. We can't call the police. We call the police and say, well, they're 18. Okay.
Even though
The
this
police be
article,
having that attitude like, fuck y'all calling us for.
Now that part I understand, even though in this particular article, I'm gonna read the whole thing, but it was saying it was like ages from like 8 to 15. And I'm like, what the hell? That's young.
Baby, I just want you to know that
Teenagers
Tony
too.
Braxton is sending me subliminal messages on their show, Braxton Family Matters.
What,
I don't have nothing to do with that.
what is she talking about?
I quit the show.
Duck. Just
She
duck.
They put up a snippet of a video where she was like, you know what, our mama said don't ask no man about no woman.
I saw that.
You saw that? Oh, you saw that episode?
Yeah.
I told y'all, ask her about some
Yeah.
reality TV shit. She
Yeah.
didn't seen it.
Let a man cheat in
Just
peace.
let him cheat
Say
in
what?
peace.
Because you know what, where they
I
came
don't understand the
from was,
logic.
she was saying that, you know what, instead of asking all about what he's doing, if you really don't want to know, then don't ask, because all you're going to do is act a fool and you ain't going to do nothing about it. So if you're not going to do nothing about it, shut your mouth.
If
and
you
let
can't
that
handle
man-
the truth.
Let that man.
See, that's
cheat
what
on
I
us.
deduced from it. And I ain't seen it.
Yeah.
But just from the little snippet I saw.
So
that's what
how
I
does
deduced.
that pertain to you?
Huh?
How does that pertain to
Say
you?
what now? I'm just saying, she, like, in case that, like, you ain't with me no more, she might, be trying to talk to me.
You want who? Which one of you want?
Oh, Tony.
You can have Tony. She was Birdman, so you can take
She
all
with
that
who?
type of crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
he done defiled it. She ain't worth nothing no more.
Yeah, you can have her.
That's like
You can have
that's like Negroes moving into the neighborhood. He done brought the value of the property down.
Yeah. Well, all his tattoos, and she said she in love. They might get married.
They in love.
She with Birdman, right?
Yeah, she with Birdman.
She
They
in
might
love
get
with that
married.
nigga's money.
He was just on, somebody posted him on the Shade Room talking some crazy mess. And I'm just like, sir, aren't you grown as hell? Sit your ass
That nigga's gay.
Feel a touch.
Well, that we know, messing with his little Wayne. All that good stuff. Sorry, folks, I had to move out the picture because I didn't want to get.
She ain't gonna do nothing on Facebook. Now, if y'all don't see me next week, I'll let Michelle know what hospital I'm at. Y'all come visit.
I'm gonna be the only motherfucker on the show. And until David call in.
Oh, here comes your girl. This your girl.
Who that? I did. There is a contest.
Cause we got a new agenda, y'all.
Yes.
That's what I'm playing right now.
They did have a little contest on Facebook to win 2 front row seats for her show on the 26th. I'm like, God willing, I'll go see her twice. 2 times.
Who, Janet?
Yes. Front row seat too.
Nigga. My man Courtney said when he worked at a group home, if a kid ran away, all they could do was fill out a report and keep it moving. If that's all that you can do, I'm surprised more motherfuckers don't do it.
Right.
Like if I was in a group, I'd be like, fuck, y'all ain't gonna come get me. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
It's just crazy to me the ages though. You close to being 18. Hopefully you out
Yeah,
there
do you.
and you ain't,
But
you
eight
ain't out
years
there
old
doing
though,
some shit.
8 years old though, it's gotta be something
Yeah,
else.
that's weird.
8, 9, 10, 12, come on, man.
That's weird.
And look, this may sound fucked up, but if they've been gone for any length of time, check Backpage. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are trafficking these young girls and boys in some cases.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So shit, check that shit out.
For sure. Oh, I do also want to if I can squeeze it in. If not, it will. The post where I had mentioned last week somewhat about the Milwaukee mama that set her 4-year-old son with autism on fire.
We can squeeze both of yours in. I can relax on Jerry if need be. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure it ain't going nowhere for a while.
You can talk about that for a minute.
This motherfucker, old fake ass unity.
Squeeze, yeah, I mentioned that one. And, we could save the cat call one for the relationship show.
My man Courtney say his wife says she gonna make up the guest bedroom for me. She She say she hitting him every time I say something.
You and your dumb ass friends, like, I ain't even doing nothing.
She's like, man, that's that nigga. He
She's like, that's your damn friend now.
Y'all went to high school together, nigga. Hey, shout out to you and your wife, man. I appreciate y'all for kicking it with us with this little insane.
You see, I had to scoot back because I didn't want to be at any place for the
My wife said,
crap.
she said, but what that got to do with you? I said, huh? I said, what now?
Right. She had the ill face on. She was like, oh, so you watched it? What the hell that had to do with you?
I ain't scared of you. Grown ass man.
Like, see what happened.
Look, I'm a grown ass man as I'm looking around the corner and shit.
Right. Look. So tune in next week to make sure that Deron's still here.
Tune in next week to next week's Rhythm Ride with Michelle. David is in school and Deron, we don't know what the fuck happened to him. He on the side of a milk carton and shit.
You ever seen that one that said, nah, put my face not on a milk carton but on a wine bottle so my friends can find me?
Right. Put my
Put me
picture
on a Hennessy bottle.
Put my picture on the side of some Hennessy Privilege. If you really care about me and you looking for me. No.
Like, I've seen that nigga.
I've seen that nigga somewhere before. I know I've seen him.
That is a mess. Let me see. Oh, it's two I really quickly touch on. The Milwaukee Mama. I think it was an update about her crazy ass too. And then black children. Black boys. You just can't go to Subway, get you a sub, you're on your phone, you just can't have no hoodie on, and then randomly a man pulls a gun on you in the store.
Alright, Nikita, we gonna holler at you next week, babe. Appreciate you for tuning in and kicking it with us for a little bit.
So I'm gonna make sure you see that video and I'm post it too.
Okay, 10-4.
He pulls out the gun. Why he standing there talking to, I'm assuming his wife when she holding the
tagged
baby.
me and David in that joint.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the boy ain't even react no way. He was just like, what the fuck?
Like,
and then allows the man, I don't know if he was undercover or what, or if he was off duty, he started patting him down. And then he says, well, my bad, go up there and order your food. And he just going about his business because this is the norm, unfortunately, for black men. Boys, whatever.
come on.
Where you just like, well, fuck it. This is something that's
See,
done.
that kind of shit right
When
there.
shit start to become normal.
And we coming back at you, fam. It's the Rhythm Ride with Deron, David, and Michelle. It's actually Deron and Michelle today. And before
Hopefully next week it's not just Michelle because Deron over here putting his foot in his mouth.
no. That's what we do. But so before we went into the music break, all right. So unless you've been in a cave or under a rock, the NFL has gone ahead and shown their ass again, and there are teams, and most notably the Dallas Cowboys. Now, if you all remember, a week ago they made this big grandstand after Donald Trump did what he did, and all the teams in unity either locked arms and took knees and all the blah 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 blah. We stand with our players and all this old shit. And then Jerry Jones comes out and he says some shit this week like, if any of my players kneel during the national anthem, they either gonna be suspended or not gonna have a job.
Now, for the women like myself, who the hell is Jerry Jones?
Jerry Jones is the owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, the team that nobody care about.
Right, so that's why I don't know if I put up there on my page. I was like,
because people always
I was like, Dallas Cowboy fans, how y'all feel about Jerry Jones now? Because black Dallas Cowboy fans, because my thing is that don't act like you down with the cause, and don't act like you down with us. Because let me put it to you like this: don't take that ownership title too literal, my man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because these are grown ass men, and you telling a grown ass man that that he can't exercise his right to freedom of speech. If people talking about the flag, and disrespecting the flag and disrespecting the United States. How about the United States is disrespecting what the flag is supposed to stand for? Right. For equality and justice for all, not just non-melanated people.
So you mean to tell me that you upset about people not standing up for the flag? Because, you know, preferably black people, when probably most of the ancestors probably sold a flag. Or sold a flag. Am I correct? Am I wrong about that?
Right.
Were we selling flags?
But see, and Brian Robinson, B-Rob just said, and that's correct. It violates the collective bargaining agreement. Yeah. But fuck all that. Let's just talk about my freedom of speech. Look, if I want to speak out against injustice, I should be able to do that without. And okay, I get it. It's a business choice.
Right.
You're a billionaire. You built a $1 billion stadium. Maybe some of your advertisers said something to you. But here's the reality of the situation, and it's a business. Look, he didn't even have to say shit like that, because your star quarterback is not gonna say anything right now because he's second year in the league. Your star running back ain't gonna say shit because he's facing other shit. He got other shit to worry about as far as domestic violence going on.
Is he black?
Black. Your star wide receiver, who's black, has already said, I gotta take care of my family, so I gotta do what I gotta do. So he not finna say shit. So what possessed you to say any of that other than for you to flaunt some of your advertisers may have said something to you, so you said, look, I'm gonna take care of that. And so you felt the need to make a public spectacle of yourself while at the same time alienating black people.
Sit down and count your damn money. It's just certain people just don't need to say shit.
I was like, that pissed me off. And see, just when I thought, I was like, man, the Dallas Cowboys, okay, boom. Nah, y'all still.
Not that it matters. Has he ever served in Navy, Army, Air Force,
I don't know much
military,
about this dude other than he
Marine,
got a lot of money. That's all I know about. He got a lot of money and he don't.
Coast Guard, something.
You know what I'm saying? But that kind of shit, it's that kind of shit that pissed me off. It's that kind of shit that pissed me off because my thing is, as a black athlete, I look at it like this. If you got millions in the bank, I would make a statement. I'd be like, okay, nigga, bench me, fire me. Because I'm be the only motherfucker on my knee. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to tell me as a grown-ass man what I can and can't say.
Right.
Fuck you. That would be fuck you. And here's, okay, and even if you all don't want to do that, do this. This is my suggestion. And then I'm going to let you jump on your topics.
Okay.
If you are offered $35 million by a team, and Dallas comes to you and says, well, we're going to give you 45, 50 million. Mm-hmm. I would leave that extra 10, 15 million on the table, and I would go with the other team because I would be like, you're not going to tell me what I can do and what I can say. Mm-hmm. Make that statement. A lot of people say, well, players want to go where they can win. Well, if we all go to if we all don't go to the Dallas Cowboys, they're not going to win. And check this out. Say what you want to say, but you take them black faces off them white owners' teams, and they're not going to be as successful. Because let's call it what it is. The best players in the league, with the exception of your Tom Brady's and what have you, are black.
We got a comment from somebody. What did they say?
B-Rob said, no business decision should ever infringe upon people's exercising their First Amendment right to free speech and freedom of expression. We're watching the typical behavior of a narcissist. You are right. Like, hold on a second. It's more involved. Oh. I hope this wakes people up. Nah, the alarm clock been going off and people just been hitting snooze.
Yeah, ever since they started with this Tempur-Pedic and the sleep number, it's getting a little bit comfortable.
You stupid.
But shout out to those comfortable beds. So anyway,
if y'all want to sponsor the show, let us know. We can work some shit out.
I just feel like certain shit people just should not comment on. Like, okay, I understand your advertisements. That's when it starts with your money.
Your bottom line.
However, you a billionaire. I know you got plenty of ways to reap the benefits of this and still make everybody happy if you care. But somehow it made a point for you to feel that much, involved in it that you feel like you had to say something. Sit down, shut up.
I think that was his way of flexing.
Sit down, shut up, and count your money and go about your business. I was talking to somebody the other day about this too, about the disrespect of the flag, and they was like, "Well, isn't how they display the flag at games disrespectful too? Shouldn't it be waved overhead and not
on the field?"
Yeah. But that's a whole nother story. We won't get into that.
We get on that because
well, that's something
they're making a big ass spectacle out of something that it's taking focus off of what it's really supposed to be about.
Right.
So I just wanted to get that off my chest because basically, and we know how I feel. Fuck Jerry Jones. That's where I'm at with that now.
Yeah.
So now we on to.
I kind of want to do a little bit more research when I came across this story because I don't know. Do you know how long a woman can have postpartum depression?
I've heard of it. Unfortunately, I've never experienced it, so I can't really speak to that.
I'll ask around and I'll do some research. But it seems like a very sad story. In Milwaukee, this story came out actually last week, but I didn't get a chance to fully go into it. Criminal charges have been filed against a mother accused in the death of her 4-year-old son, her only child, who had autism. The accused is a 23-year-old, she young as hell, Amelia DeStasio, wow, that's a funny name, who faces a charge of first degree.
Can't be black.
And she is black. Intentional homicide in the death of Antonio DeStasio.
With a name like DeStasio, she black?
Yeah, she is. Which happened on September 28th near 17th and Grant in Milwaukee. She faces life in prison if convicted. According to the criminal complaint, around 7:30 in the morning on September 28th, the Milwaukee Fire Department was dispatched to the home at 17th and Grant for a report of smoke. Smoke was observed coming from apartment number 2, and firefighters forced entry into the home. Smoke was observed coming from the stove and a pile of clothing in the bathroom. In the bathtub was noted to be smoking. Firefighters found a lifeless child with his hands bound behind his back with several belts. The complaint says there was a garbage bag over his head. The majority of his body was burned. Oh my God. Investigators learned the victim's body had been set on fire with the use of an unknown accelerant. A pet guinea pig was found drowned. I didn't know she killed the damn pet too. What in the hell? In its cage next to the tub, the complaint says, a bottle of canola cooking oil was located in the bathroom sink. Police soon arrived and learned that the victim was a 4-year-old boy who lived in an apartment with his mother. She was not home when the first responders arrived. So not only did she kill her damn baby, she left.
She lit the motherfucker on fire and then went for a walk.
She killed the baby, lit her baby on fire, drowned the damn guinea pig because apparently the guinea pig was going to tell the whole story, and then she leaves. Investigators spoke with a witness who lived in the apartment building. She said Amelia and Antonio had moved in 2 months prior. Said Amelia wasn't friendly and she kept to herself. She noted that on September 27th, one day before Antonio died, she heard Antonio say, "Please, mommy, stop. I won't do it again." She said she heard Amelia yell, "Shut up." On that morning Antonio died, she said she heard a banging noise coming from her apartment unit. Wow. I'm not even going to read the rest of it because it feels too emotional for me.
That just because you can reproduce doesn't mean that you should.
Now, I can't read anymore, but do you think this woman got a mental illness? Because it just don't sound right. And if she don't, and I'm not giving that because you know how they like to say that's the first thing, but she's black, so.
Actually, I was looking at her picture. She looked like she might be mixed. But either way it goes.
It don't matter.
Either way it goes, they not. Well, I mean, hey, look, if you're not crazy, you're deranged.
Yeah.
And you something is definitely.
So
but
if
something,
you're not mentally
something
ill,
is definitely
can you
not
not
clicking.
handle the fact that your son is
First of all,
autistic?
postpartum. I'm not willing to give her that because the boy fought.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I was saying, how long does it?
I don't know. I don't know, but 4 years is excessive. 4 years, you just crazy.
And I know they just discussed the postpartum on Blackish too. I need to watch that.
I would have to talk to my wife about that, but I don't know. And I'm not talking like she suffered through it and shit. I'm like, she deals with people.
Right. So I think that was definitely a very sad story. I don't know if there's an update on it now, but shit, what month can you update?
I mean, what else? Only thing I want to update is that she got life.
Yeah, I think
that's the only update I want to hear.
I can kind of guarantee that her ass got life.
So we're gonna get into this last story before we pull into the station for the final time and shit.
Yes. So I came across this other article about more than 70 children are missing from foster care. I don't know if this is a real site, but it says Time. Is that Time magazine?
You need to check it, make sure. It looked like Time magazine.
It looked like it is, but it looked like the bullshit.
It looked like it is, but we can bring it up and then we'll check into it and then update them on it next week.
Well, the article is about 70 children missing from foster care in Topeka, Kansas. Lawmakers are expressing outrage after learning more than 70 foster children are missing in Kansas, a number that officials say is in line with the national average. What the hell? Foster care contractors provided the information during a meeting of an oversight panel Tuesday at the State House in response to questions about the disappearance of 3 sisters from the Northeast Kansas foster home. The girls are 15, 14, and 12. They ran away in August. Senator Laura Kelly, a Topeka Democrat, told the Child Welfare Task Force meeting that when she asked the Kansas Department of Children and Families about the missing children on Tuesday, the agency knew nothing about them. She said after the meeting that she was flabbergasted.
Okay.
You could have picked any other word besides that.
Well, I think we discussed it in the break. And apparently that when people go missing from foster care and group homes, the only thing that can be done in most cases is that a report is filed. But depending on with those ages.
With this same right here, the agency's chief said that in many cases, children seeking to get out of foster care go back to their biological families, like we discussed earlier, or to other people with whom they have a relationship. So it isn't always a tragedy, but some certainly can be, and that's why we have to take it very
but there's
seriously.
a reason that they're in foster care. So if that's the case, and you all are not going to do anything about it if they run back to that situation while you were moving them from it in the first place.
This also says here that the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services reports that during the federal government's 2015 fiscal year, about 4,600 children in foster care were listed as runaways, or 1.1% of the nearly 428,000 total. Kansas has almost 7,100 children in foster care in August, so the number of those missing is about 1%. Yeah. Hopefully, every now and then we forget about being hooked on finance. It happens. Hopefully these children are okay, but it's just like how are they running away is the question. Again,
I think we talked about it while we were in the last musical break.
Yeah.
And if I know that I can run away and the most that you're gonna do is write a report or possibly nothing, then I'm out.
Right.
I'm out.
Well,
and that's kind of disturbing, and that lets me know that something needs to be done as far as legislation, and maybe y'all need to be worried about other shit.
Yeah.
Other than people kneeling for the flag, because in some cases, like you have 8, 10, and 12-year-olds, If you 17, 18 years old and you in the foster care system because you can be there until you're 21 and you want to bounce, okay, I get that. 8 years old, you were removed from your situation for a reason. And to say that, oh, they ran back to their situation, so it's not a tragedy. Yeah, it is a tragedy because you removed them out of their situation for a reason.
Right.
You know, so, but that's something that we can definitely research and look further into.
Because the article even the font of the time part looked fake.
You know, so
I don't know.
So having said all that, we're gonna say this: we're on a 6-day, 22-hour break, family. As we pull this week's ride into the station, remember this: live your life as if you're gonna die tomorrow, but take the time to learn if you're gonna live forever. Develop an opinion, think about it, and remember, everything that's black and white is not always black and white. So until next week, remember this: we're the Rhythm Ride, and we're your Truth and Logic team. So David's not here, but I'm still the Rhyme.
Yeah, it's your girl Shells, Complicated Simplicity, and thank you for kicking it with us today.
We had a blast with you as always, family, and we're going to take you out here with a little bit of Kanye West, and we're going to keep it stronger, y'all. It's the Rhythm Rise, Truth and Logic, and we out.
Peace. Hey.
Facebook, Instagram, we appreciate y'all for kicking it with us, man.
Thank you. Salutations.
Omnis.
Kick it with us next week. We
coming back with y'all at relationship one-on-one.
I know y'all love those. Everybody always got an opinion about that. Come back with us next week. Peace.
Thanks, B-Rock.